Morning, everybody. And good morning to my colleagues, Stanley and Erica. This is Marquise from the Hudson County Office of Business Opportunity. And we are here talking today about some expiring contracts from the county. And we will regularly update you all on contracts that are expiring, which means to us that it's likely that they will be renewed at or around the time that they expire. And why this is important to us is that we want you to be ready and start to prepare yourself and your business to compete for these opportunities. So we'll do our best to release as many of these as necessary, talk to you about the opportunities, and hopefully you contact us if you need more information, and we'll help you get there so that you can compete for contract opportunities with the county. Again, I'm Marquise Abraham. I'm the director. If we can just go through and introduce ourselves. Stanley?
My name is Stanley Bridgeforth. I'm the Certification and Compliance Officer with Hudson County Office of Business Opportunity.
My name is Erica Bell, and I am the Office Services Manager for Hudson County Office of Business Opportunity.
So we like to call ourselves the Big Three. That's supposed to be an inside joke, but it's all good. You see us everywhere nowadays together, and we are continuing to provide as much service we can to our small and diverse business community in Hudson County and throughout the state of New Jersey. So another installment of the work that we do to make sure those numbers are maxed out. And we will do better, as we've done already in 1 year. And our service, we've more than doubled the participation with respect to money being spent with small and diverse businesses. And this year, we don't think it should be any different. So we're pushing, we're out here every day. And so let's move on. The first opportunity that's going to expire is for roof maintenance for all county buildings. This opportunity was last awarded in 2021, August of 2021. Yes, roof maintenance. It was a 2-year contract. It was awarded to CRO International, CRO-International. And they're from North Brunswick, New Jersey. So good stuff with CRO. Obviously, we want to promote all the businesses that work with the county, especially when they're doing a good job. And so we want to talk to the businesses in of roof maintenance. The contract award was $153,900 for a 2-year period. It doesn't appear that there were adjustments. If there were, we'll figure it out and report back to you. And so, Stanley, give us a little bit of a background on that opportunity.
Right, absolutely. So as far as the scope of work goes for this opportunity, essentially they're looking for authorized roof maintenance and minor roof repair on Hudson County buildings. As you can imagine, there's quite a few buildings, whether they're office buildings or psychiatric hospitals or the county jail. We want to make sure that we're keeping those roofs maintained properly. For this opportunity, they're also looking for references that have experience with what's called EPDM roofing, and that stands for ethylene propylene DN monomer. Now, I'm not a roofer myself, so I don't know what that really refers to, but if you're in the business or the industry, that should ring a bell. But there's a number of things though regarding this type of work. So there's different types of roofs, right? You have the EPDM that I just mentioned, have to have experience with firestone, slate, hot rolled ply, and standing seam metal. Each bidder must be a factory authorized installer of these materials. Some other things when we talk about materials is the County of Hudson may supply the materials and supplies needed, but there are also some instances where you as the roofing company will be asked to provide those materials yourself. So you just want to make sure that you are prepared for that. This goes without saying in terms of workmanship, but we're really looking for the highest quality standard in materials, the highest quality standard in workmanship. So just it should go without saying, but we just have to put it out there. In terms of the hours of work, it's standard work hours, 8:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday, weekdays. There may be a requirement for overtime, which runs from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m., but that has to be authorized. Overtime and holidays is another thing that would have to be authorized. Now, there's two types of work in place here. You have, well, three. You have your standard work hours, you have emergency calls that you may be called upon to perform, and then you have non-emergency calls that you're required to perform. If it's an emergency, the county is going to need you to provide the service within 24 hours of being notified. If it's non-emergency, then they want you to provide a response within 3 business days. Other than that, the last thing is that since you are going to be working on a public building, prevailing wage is going to be required. So you want to make sure that once the opportunity is available, if it becomes available again, that you are including prevailing wage rates in your labor costs. And the last thing is you'll also be required to submit certified payrolls, which is going to show that you are paying the prevailing wage. And that is the roofing and maintenance opportunity.
And I just want to add that the contract was awarded 2 years ago in August. It's set to expire It's set to expire August 11th, 2023. And so we're in May now. So let's get ready. Questions, anything that you need, call our office and we'll help out as much as we can. Erica?
As Marquise mentioned, all contracts are scheduled to expire at some point. However, there is not a mandatory requirement for the county to renew those contracts and seek out support from the community. However, if they do, we're asking that you have certain documents prepared and ready. The major documents that you need would be your business registration certificate, or your BRC as we call it in the office, your W-9, and then in addition to that, if it is a set-aside opportunity, we're seeking out minority, women, veteran, or small businesses that have been certified. Our office is always open and available to assist you with these documents and getting ready for the opportunities. You can schedule an appointment with us to further discuss.
Definitely. So we also, the roof maintenance opportunity for all county buildings. Thank you, Erica and Stanley, for that. Please contact us if you're interested in that opportunity and get ready. We are not 100% sure there will be a new bid opportunity, but again, we want you to be ready as much as possible. The next expiring contract we want to give notice of is for fire extinguishers, inspection, tagging, and refilling, and also the purchase of. That award was, that contract will expire on August 11th, 2023. The last time there was a contract for these services, that was in August of 2021. The original contract was $161,734. Because of some changes and some additional work we needed that was necessary throughout the county, there was a significant amount of funds added to that original contract. It almost totaled about $792,000. So as you see, there was a significant change in that contract. It's not typical, but it happens sometime. The original award was $161,734. Stanley?
Yes, so as far as this opportunity is concerned, we are, as mentioned, we are looking for a vendor, or potentially looking for a vendor that can provide the actual purchase of fire extinguishers, also the inspection, tagging, and refilling on a per needed basis. Now, This is what's considered an open-ended contract, meaning that there's no minimum or maximum quantity. So if we need 10 fire extinguishers, we'll purchase 10. If we need 1,000, we'll get 1,000. But just to give you an idea of what open-ended contract refers to. Now, this is also going to go to the lowest responsive, fully responsive bidder. Now, that is important because some contracts you can bid on only a portion of it. This one is saying that you have to bid on everything. So if you can't perform all of the services needed or provide all of the products needed, then you're going to be disqualified from the opportunity. And it's going to go to the lowest grand total bid. All right. Another thing of note is the county may or may not meet the required estimate. So once the bid, if the bid is available, they'll put out estimates of quantities needed. As an example, they might say, again, we might need 100 fire extinguishers. We may actually only purchase 70, or we might purchase 150. So don't hold us to what the estimate is, because it can be more or it can be less. The other thing is, like I mentioned, the county is only going to award one contract for these goods and services, and the vendor must bid on every item. And just to give you an idea of what types of what the fire extinguishers are, I'm just going to run that down real quick. So there's three different types of fire extinguishers. There's Class A fires, which is ordinary combustibles like wood, cloth, paper, and rubbish. There's a Class B type of fire, which is flammable liquids and gases, which includes oil, gasoline, paint, grease, natural and manufactured gas. And then there's a Class C fire extinguisher, which is for electrical equipment. And that would we would need that for wiring, controls, control panels, and motors. So your company would need to be able to provide extinguishers for Class A, B, and C fires. So once if and when that opportunity becomes available, please participate. Erica?
In addition to all of the great information that you just heard, I know for me personally, it's important to have a place to find exactly what I need to prepare for, or how I need to be prepared. These contracts that you're going to see, or the bid opportunities, will include a table of content and a checklist. I think it's very important, and our office encourages you to check out the checklist and make sure that you're meeting those requirements. And in that requirement list, you will see some of the requested items. Again, your BRC, or your business registration certificate, is required. Your W-9 is required. And then if it is a set aside opportunity, this opportunity is specifically for minority, women, veteran, or small business owners that have been certified by the state of New Jersey. Again, if you need any assistance with these documents or going through that paperwork, and getting support to get those documents prepared, please feel free to reach out to our office. And I'll turn it back over to Marquise.
All right. Now, the last one for today that we're going to mention is for vegetative debris removal services. This contract was let 2 years ago. The original contract amount was $80,000. It doesn't appear that there were additions to the contract, and it is set to expire on August 11th, 2023. Again, we are not sure if they're going to relet it. As soon as we find out whether they will or not, we will be informing the community and giving updates. This is just the first opportunity for us to speak about the opportunity and to help you get prepared. Stanley?
Yes, so for the vegetative debris removal services, essentially what we'll be looking for is a vendor that can provide 2 40-yard dumpsters, and that will be placed at a location in Lincoln Park. And what will happen is the Hudson County Parks and Forestry Division, they're going to essentially use those dumpsters to put the waste from chopping down trees, right? And the process will be, once the dumpster gets filled, they'll contact you to pick it up. You drop an empty dumpster, and the process will repeat itself. The estimate, at least last time, was 180 loads of dumpsters. So very simple, very straightforward. The contractor, once again, will remove the full dumpsters, replace it with an empty dumpster. Obviously, you'll have to have a process in place for what you do with the materials once they are full. But that's the opportunity. Just continue to rinse and repeat. Drop an empty, leave out with the full dumpster.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so I think it's important that we just bring up the fact that these opportunities are on the street when and if the county decides to put them out there. But a big thing is to be aware of deadlines to submit. I didn't touch on that earlier. If there is a deadline to submit, you must submit prior to the deadline or before the deadline. You cannot walk in after the deadline. It's very important that these documents that are being requested in the bid is completed and submitted before the deadline or at the point of deadline, not after. Again, a couple of documents that you must have in your toolbox is your business registration certificate, your W-9, and or if it's required, your certifications as minority woman, veteran-owned small business. I think one of the things that I would address and encourage business owners that are listening today is to showcase your business. If you're on social media or if you're in a space where we can find you, please continue to reach out to our offices. These opportunities are going to show up and we want to hear from you. We want to be able to connect with you. And I'll turn it back over to Marquise.
Thank you. We have a great opportunity this week, May 17th. We will be hosting BidFest 2.0. This opportunity is fully sold out. We are looking forward to over 60 to 70 business owners in the room with us for a full day learning how to prepare a bid from top to bottom. We're happy it's sold out. We wish we had space for 200 more business owners, but this is the type of services that we provide to the community, and we'll continue so you can be ready for these opportunities to compete at a very high level. Again, Wednesday, May 17th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., we'll be hosting BidFest 2.0 in conjunction with the SBDC at NJCU, the Small Business Development Center, and we're extremely, extremely excited about the opportunity. As we always say, the Hudson County Office of Business Opportunity is open for business, and we encourage you, no matter what, keep hustling. Peace.